Hey everybody, welcome back to another balloon tutorial. It's been a while and I have a few tutorials coming up following this one, and I'm going to start first with a balloon witch. Today is what we're going to make, and so let's get to it. Let's talk about the balloons we're going to use. I'm going to do 4 balloons, 2 black, a yellow, and a mocha is what we're going to use, and then the printed balloon that you can get from Lorax, okay? I'll leave a link in the description below. Don't worry, that way you can find out where to get these. I'm not going to inflate this yet until we get to that part. So if you've never been to a balloon tutorial and this is your first one with me, I'll just let you know that what happens is when it's time to twist, I'm going to turn the sound down and we'll do voiceover. That way we can minimize the squeaking and maximize the teaching. That's right. So if you haven't seen videos from me here on YouTube, that's okay. I've been doing them on Facebook as well. So for friends there, just remember you can go over there and see some of the videos I'm doing, and I haven't figured out how. Maybe I can link the two. Who knows? If one of you guys know how, just comment down below and you can say, hey, yeah, that's super easy. Do this, and then I'll do that. And then people can see some videos that I haven't posted here. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Again, 4 balloons. Let's talk about how much they are inflated before we get to actually what we're gonna do with them. Okay, there we go. Eesh. Got a lot of mess or some paperwork right over there on the side. So look, you see the yellow and the brown got a lot of tail left on them. We're not going to use all of that. And then the black ones, this is going to be for the hat for our witch. We're going to do a real basic hat for it with the loops. And then this one is going to be for the body, where we have about, you can see we've got about a hand's, about 4 fingers there for that. Oh, and you almost forgot to do before we get on with this. Actually, we'll go ahead and bring the sound down, and then I'm going to move over here real quick to get my cutter, okay? Let's bring that sound down. Here we go. Yeah, so I think I left my cutter over here somewhere. I had a couple of them, one in plastic and one ready to go. So I think I figured it out. There we go. All right. And funny that I felt like I had the need to narrate that, like if you couldn't tell what was going on, but the cutter just wasn't sitting there on top like I hoped it would be. All right, so the first thing I'm doing is I'm gonna go ahead and create the arm. You see it's about 5 fingers there, and I'm gonna do 2 pinch twists. That's gonna be for our neck area. And one way you can look at this is if you already make like a princess type dress, then this is more or less what we're going for. So you see I did the torso going down to the bottom of the dress, and I did lock this. I wanted to hold it in place while I worked just in case, okay? And I backtracked for a second here. I start to go down and measure that and want to come up, but then I'd have to lock it so I don't lose it. So I decided, well, the smarter thing is just measure it and create that second, matching piece. You see it was 2 segments matching, and then I just roll one through the other side. Okay, and that's all I did, and that'll lock it. And then we just match the torso area again, come back up to the pinch twist, and from there we have our second arm. You'll see that ends up being longer than the other, and that's okay because we can always bring that down as far as the size goes. Pretty easy to do, and it's because it was underinflated, it's good to go. Alrighty, there we go, and then we have our print. And by the way, again, you can get this from Lorax, and I'll put a description below. And if you look at the bottom of this video here, you'll see there's the Lorax website, in case you overlooked that. No big deal, but you can find all they have a special print section. You'll find all the prints there, including my own. All right, so that's what we have so far. I'm gonna go ahead and build the hat. The hat is gonna be 3 loops and then a segment, and it's gonna be about 3 to 4 fingers. Just depends on how big you want the loops to be, how big you want, or the brim of that hat to be. See, so I've got 3 to 4 fingers. There we go. All right. Feeling good so far. Just working that out, making sure that they're, even for the most part. And then we're gonna go right to the link to hook those 2 together. And you see that I also rolled that balloon around there just to take out any kind of slack that was in there. Because sometimes when you do it with the link, sometimes you might have a little slack left over if you didn't pull on it really tight, and that helps it. So now we're just shaping it. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off here on the end, and it'll have a little bit of a tail left over, but that's why I got my cutter, to make sure we're trimming those pieces up so they look nice and clean. And you see what I did is I created 2 segments, and I'm pinching them. That way we can get a good shape, a kind of a crooked top to the hat. And it looks pretty neat. Some people also use 321s for the hat, and that looks really cool too. It's a balloon that'll taper towards the end. That looks nice. So I had the balloon pop on me, and so that's why you see a little bit of that transition, but that's okay. We're back to normal here. So you're gonna basically do what you did for the bottom of the dress, except now it's in yellow. Okay, we don't need the rest of that. And then I'm just passing this through because I don't want to lose it, especially, you know, you do all that work and then you end up losing it. So don't, you know, I was just wrapping it around there, but maybe the best thing to do next time for the future is just tie it and make sure, you know, you're not losing it again. Okay, so I'm going to roll a little bubble right here, a small bubble, and I'm just going to push it in there, and it's just going to link the brown to the yellow, and that's going to be the handle of our broom. And I'm going to create 2 pinch twists. And if you look at it, it almost looks like it could be a yellow pumpkin with a brown stem. I don't know. That's maybe too weird, or you know, don't see it. It's just if you start, you know, when you get to Halloween, you see a lot of different. You make a lot of pumpkins, and so you'll see that over and over and over. So all I'm doing now is I'm going to go ahead and trim the arm down for the witch, and you could do either arm when you're going to put the broom in there. And I'm not going to create a pinch twist on the witch's arm. I'm actually going to create a pinch twist in the broom. The reason I'm doing that is because I want to be able to, you know, just make sure it's steady and stuff like that. So doing about 3 fingers there. There we go. And then we'll create a pinch twist there. All right. And you know what happened is when I made this, I didn't even roll the knot for the arm, the first arm when we started. So the nozzle, I was just trying to figure out like which inch I was talking about, referring to, was the nozzle. So I could actually still roll that knot and make that bubble nice and soft. And I just created a small bubble, and then I wrapped the broom around it, as you can tell right there. Okay, so now it's ready to go, and I put the pinch twist in the front, but it's up to you on which one you want in the front. And now it's decide how long I want the broom to be, break that off, cut it, and we're pretty much to the end. So stick around for some of the art. I'm just going to be coloring in, doing some highlight, and if you have some green, you can do some green if you want. It's really up to you at that point. But again, thanks for hanging out, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy this witch tutorial. All right, we made it to the end. You can see it's pretty darn easy to do. Always when we teach, it takes a little more time, but you can definitely cruise on this thing and make it pretty darn fast. Let's see, what else was I gonna say? Oh, if you're going to color it, I would suggest you could do the highlight of the eyes there. Let me give you an example here. And you can also do the white of the eyes as well. Be careful with the marker here. This one was being a little weird. I had just pressed on it. It had a lot of white coming out of it. A lot of paint coming out of that. All right, so we got the highlight of the eyes there. The teeth, if you have a yellow, you probably do a yellow. There we go. Got a couple teeth in her. There we go. All right, all right. And then, like I said, this area right here, I know this isn't the most exciting part. Ugh, didn't go all the way up there. There we go. All right. Cool, cool. I guess it wasn't too bad. There we go. Good. Good, good, good. And we got the other one. All right. And then you see that down below the highlight of the eye, there is a spot there for you to give the witch some eye color. But it is on a green balloon, so if you try to do another color, you know, like if you try to do a blue, it might mix with that. Maybe you'll get a teal if you do that. I'm not quite sure. But otherwise, you see, I just did the white, and that worked out pretty good, I think. Look at that. Ah, yay. Cool. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. I hope you enjoyed yourself trying to do this, had some fun with it. Go back and rewatch the video if you have to. If you notice these two, the bottom of the broom and the bottom of her dress there are pretty much the same thing. So that should make it easy doing those things twice. Or if you just want to make a broom if you never made one before, that's another easy thing to do. So, all right, thanks for hanging out with me. So until next time, happy twisting, my friends. Bye.